So what should we do? Should we get into the next song, or do you just want to go straight into the versus battle?
Yeah, let's go into verses because we still have
Let's
to
get
discuss
into it.
Snyder stuff.
Word. All right, man. The versus battle that had a horrible promotion, horrible marketing. Ghostface Killer, Raekwon the Chef, Wu Tang Clan. Honestly, Bastion, I will say this. So this occurred Saturday, last Saturday, Saturday the 20th, right? And I was outside because once again, first day of spring, great weather. And once I came home, I was chilling and you hit me up and you were like, "Yo, there's a versus battle tonight, and it's Ghostface and Raekwon." And I was shocked because literally no one on my personal Twitter timeline was talking about it, like at all. No one was talking about it, and I found that completely weird. So once I saw, I logged in on the versus IG, and it's been gone. It's been going for like an hour, so I just decided to cut it and just wait till it's over with, so I can just watch it from start to finish. And a lot of people on on my timeline started going, "Yo, like there's a freaking verses going on, and we didn't know about it." And so in looking at the number of people that were in, it was only like
100. When I
no,
hit you up about it, it was like 100,000
like
that
a
was
hundred
watching.
thousand. It was on that 100K to like high 90K.
Hmm.
And I was just like, what the hell is going on right now? Because these two are legends. Wu Tang Clan is one of the most dominant rap groups, if not the most dominant rap groups in hip hop history. Period, bar none. Um, I don't know. Maybe this was something for like the old lyrical miracle heads. Maybe that's why people weren't listening to it, or maybe it's because now that things are semi open again, people are just outside more, especially on a Saturday, and especially with the weather getting warmer. Hey, maybe people are just outside more, or maybe Triller, which is the new partner for Versus, who now there's it's no longer on Apple or anything, so you have to get the Triller app. They just did a poor job of advertising this battle, because Triller also helped advertise the freaking Mike Tyson fight with Roy Jones, and that did numbers. But when it came to this, I don't know. Maybe Triller has to market themselves better. But the battle itself, freaking awesome. Not gonna lie, it's one of the best verses I've seen in a while, to be honest. Because the last couple verses have been pretty lackluster, but this one right here, maybe I'm biased because I like Wu Tang, but bruh, one of the best. Bastion, what do you think?
I agree. I think this is one of the more interesting bar for bar
Mm-hmm.
because Wu Tang, they're all bars. It's like the breath control is very important for these guys, and they're much older. And I think they joked about it sometimes when they sat down. It's like, "Yo, we want to do this verse." Like, nah. And I just love the camaraderie because, like I said, Raekwon and Ghostface, they're like
They're a duo.
they're this like the super special duo within hip hop,
Yes.
And once you know their history and how they came up, and to see that they're like such good friends and they respect each other in the highest level, especially in the hip hop game, you look at their history, you look at their relationship much differently. That's why I always recommend if you have free time to watch the Wu Tang TV show on Hulu because it kind of shows them growing up and they're from two different project buildings and they were literally trying to kill each other. From
Mm-hmm.
so it's on. Well, of course, the Abbott was there, RZA, and he was saying like he poured the whole drink thing. I think I was messaging you like, "Yo, RZA's drinking, pouring
Yeah,
drinks
RZA was there,
with the bottle
Capadonna was
girl."
there, Inspector Deck was there, uh, Young Dirty Bastard was
I think
there,
Killer Priest was there.
Yeah, Killer Priest was there,
Yeah.
Master Killer was there. It was like a whole Wu affair.
No,
So
no, it was Master Killer. I don't think it was Killer Priest.
Master Killer,
Master
it
Killer.
was Master Killer. So with that happening, I just thought that my initial idea would have been great because this was a whole Wu affair, right? So I know like Versus likes doing like these first time ever things or like first time ever whatever whatever. So I pitched the idea of having the first ever Wu Tang, or not even Wu Tang, of just the first ever tag team battle, if you will, right? Have RZA and Raekwon, because in the battle within itself, you know, they were trading bar for bar on the songs that they were on already. So the whole judging thing was off for me, at least. I stopped counting because you know what, whatever. This is for the culture. This is for Wu Tang Clan, and Wu Tang Clan is for the children. So my whole thing was, all right, you know what? You could have done Raekwon and Ghost versus Redman and Method Man, make it a whole Wu affair. And hell, Redman is already like an honorary Wu Tang member because there's so many honorary Wu Tang members. And you know, have Capadonna come in, have RZA, have all that stuff. It could have been a whole Wu affair. I would have enjoyed that. I think that would have been awesome to see.
That would have been interesting. It would have been complicated, but
It would have been complicated, but the fact that there were so many drop-ins from so many different Wu members, it could have been done
no,
easy.
no. I think it would have been easier just to do like the Raekwon versus Ghostface. In my opinion, I thought the song choices weren't that great. I don't think
Well, well, what
in
were you gonna do, man, when they have a lot of songs
no,
together?
no, like the order was a little bit, all over the place. As someone that's listened to a lot of Ghostface, a lot of Raekwon, it's like, yo, I can make it like a better start from easy and end at like his hardest stuff of all time.
Mhm.
Because the DJs felt like they were just playing random songs. I think that's what they wanted to
Yeah,
do. I
that's
think,
what happened.
but
Ghost was like, "Yo, just play whatever, man, and I'm with it. Let's do it."
no, you're supposed to play like the slow stuff, then get to the hardest, and that's how you end it. You know.
Mm.
But altogether, this was like it's like the fans win type thing. Because
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
of
tell you
course,
who won. Like I think Ghostface has a lot more albums than Raekwon, of
definitely,
course.
definitely.
So you got to talk about his classics. But at the same time, they did clientele together. Not clientele. They did Cuban Links
Cuban
together,
Links
and they said that it's gonna be a Cuban Links Part
3.
3.
It's gonna be the ending of the trilogy, so I'm excited to see that. But also, man,
I
it
hope
it
it's a
takes
different color because that one was red tape, it's purple tape. I'm hoping like a green tape or something. That'd be fire.
maybe, maybe. But what I thought was interesting about the battle was it put into perspective how much of a figure Wu Tang and how much of a staple they are within the culture, right? And I don't know about you, Bastion, but do you think the Wu Tang symbol, the W itself, is bigger than the actual Wu Tang Clan? And the reason why I bring this up is because you could go to any sort of shop, any sort of places where they sell graphic tees, whether it been Hot Topic or FYE or Spencer's Gifts or freaking Target, Old Navy, and you go to that little $5 graphic tee section, you're gonna see a Wu Tang shirt, right? And there are people out there that just get the Wu Tang shirt, that don't know a lick of Wu Tang songs. They don't know the members. They know nothing. I remember working at Five Guys as a cashier, right? Some girl came up with the Wu Tang shirt, and I'm like, yo, dope shirt. Like, yo, who's your favorite member? Blah blah blah. She had no idea what the hell I was talking about.
It's a cool logo, and yes,
It's
I do agree. And this is kind of the whole idea with the Wu Tang logo, and that's why the RZA and the RZA's brother understood the importance of having a good sign to represent the group, because they know the sign within itself could go much further away than the sound. It's because it's
Mhm.
the image. And that's why logos are very important to companies. So
And
yeah,
to block
I
show.
do agree. The logo is much bigger than the group, but the group is what brought the logo.
Oh, 100%.
But then after that, it just becomes part of the culture.
Oh,
Just
absolutely.
Wu Tang right now, it's just submerged within the culture.
Yeah,
I can
absolutely.
never
It's
forgive Hot 97 for ruining Wu Tang, though. I saw that documentary. All right, it was Hot 97's fault. We all know. We all know. E,
oh man.
bro.
Shout out to the Wu Tang Clan, bro. Wu Tang Clan ain't nothing to mess with. Protect your neck.
But yeah,
And see, this is what I enjoy about Thrill. What I enjoyed about Triller. They decided to give us a list, well, of two battles that's going to be happening soon. One on Easter, which has been getting a lot of traction since they announced it, and that was the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is prime cleaning day too, and it's on Easter Sunday. This is prime cleaning day, Bastion. I'm excited for this one. That's right, old folks that tune into Black Seinfeld. Earth, Wind, and Fire versus the Isley Brothers versus battle. That means 20 tracks apiece, back and forth.
How are they gonna do that? You gonna play
I
music right next to each other?
so many members, bro. I don't know how many. I don't know.
No way
I
they
don't.
gonna have a DJ play live music.
No, they didn't have. Did they have a DJ for Gladys Knight and Patty
Yeah,
LaBelle? They did.
yeah.
Oof, oof. I don't know. I want a band.
I want a band too. Those are band music. Come on,
Absolutely. Who do you think is going to win that one?
the
I
fans.
see Earth, Wind, and True.
But I
I say
think
Earth,
Earth, Wind, and Fire. I think Earth, Wind, and Fire too.
I say Earth, Wind, and Fire too.
Because I know more of their hits compared to the Isley Brothers. Even though I'm aware of their hits
True.
too, but I think I know a lot more Earth, Wind, and Fire without listening to their projects.
Even with the Isley brother, does Mr. Biggs get to like go off and play some of his solo stuff?
No, I don't think so. I think it's a
Does that count?
group stuff.
Okay. Because if he plays that track with He Who Must Not Be Named, you know, I'm just
Usher.
saying different. No, R. Kelly, dude. R.
I
Kelly.
know.
Oh man. And then there's another versus battle that's going to be happening 420 Red Man versus Method Man, which again I said before it should have been a tag team, Red and Meth versus Raekwon and Ghostface, which I don't want that, to be honest, on 420. I get it. They did How High and all that stuff, but for me at least, I think I'm the only one that wants to see it. I want to see Wiz Khalifa versus Currency. They're the two potheads, and Wiz Khalifa being the king of the potheads. I think just taking it
Of the
back to,
current generation.
yeah, just taking it back to Cushion OJ and all that stuff, man. Like, bruh, I think Wiz and Currency could have showed out, and they have tapes together. They made records together. I think it would have been a great versus on
I
420.
think it's because they're still like popping in a way compared to the other artists that were there. Like, what's the most popping artist that came on Versus?
Ross versus Two Chains. That's all I could think of off
But that
rip.
was the most boring out of all of them because they're still
Was.
popping,
Mm,
right?
that's true.
No one cared about that, and everybody,
I,
and they have like two strong fan bases, especially
but
Two Chains
true.
and
Even
Rick
then,
Ross.
I didn't appreciate the battle within itself because I didn't think their styles meshed well together. At least
Exactly, that's what I mean. So it's like,
he changes trap lavish, but like Ross is more flashy, shiny, glossy, lavish.
you know, so,
Ash Martin music, you know.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's like if the they're still on top of their game, so
That's
it's
true.
it's
I mean,
unnecessary.
hell, Two Chains just killed a feature with Benny the Butcher.
Yeah,
Plus,
and
I met too.
what was the last? Drake just did the feature with Rick Ross,
That is true.
and that was like the highlights of that week. So
Yeah,
no,
better than Lemon Pepper freestyle, in my opinion.
these artists are still good. So having Wiz Khalifa come into this event, like this event is literally for the old heads, and that's why Method Man versus Redman makes a lot more sense than Currency.
That's fair.
Because if you
That,
told me that, it's like, let me think about it. So I had some time.
that's fair. That's fair. But I don't know if you know this, but they also just announced too SWV versus Escape.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for May.
All right, all right. So they're really planning out ahead as
Yeah,
they should, and I think they should have planned a lot better with the Ghostface Killer versus Raekwon. And it was a lot more
absolutely.
people because I remember seeing a rapper I follow on Twitter. It's like, how come no one told me about this? I'm like the biggest Wu Tang fan. I'm disappointed in everybody.
Right.
Because
It's
just
Triller's fault. I blame Triller and I
because it was a
blame
Saturday night, as you said.
it's Saturday.
There's nothing going on. All right, so you're just gonna chill. You're gonna watch a movie at 7 o'clock. Oh, it's 10. Let me check Twitter. What? I
Yeah,
just missed this big event. Now I'm pissed.
exactly. You have to think about everything coming back to normal now. Not everyone is going to be staying at home anymore. Like this is a thing you have to work out now. Like this is a thing. I don't know. Maybe do versus watch parties now. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing that can happen, but
Yeah,
it's just a thought, man.